AI voice generation has made significant progress in recent months. It opens up a lot of possibilities for those who know how to use it. In this tutorial, n8 Ninja will teach you how to use text-to-speech within your apps and processes. The n8 Ninja is on a mission to liberate 1,000 souls from bullshit tasks, freeing up your time and energy so you can focus on what truly matters and bring value to the world. Nothing will stop her.
Welcome, dear crafters. I hope that you are doing well and are always eager to learn new stuff. To understand how to automatically generate voices in our apps and process, we will create an API entry point in n8n, which we can call to generate a voice message from simple text. You have probably heard about Elevenlabs. Elevenlabs is an online tool that allows you to work with voice using AI. It offers a lot of features: text-to-speech, speech-to-text. Elevenlabs stands out from the crowd because of the incredible voice quality it offers. Often, AI voices sound robotic or are boring. With Elevenlabs, you can achieve amazing results by using the right voice. What interests us here is the possibility to interact with Elevenlabs through an API. I have to admit that every time I see the word API in a service, I get quite excited. For this tutorial, we will focus on the text-to-speech entry point, so we will call the API with text and receive a voice as output. Elevenlabs API is straightforward and well documented with a lot of code samples. But as we will use n8n, my favorite automation tool, we will not need to write a single line of code. We will build everything directly in the visual interface of n8n. n8n offers a lot of nodes. But as of today, there is no existing node for Elevenlabs. That's okay, we can use the HTTP request node very easily. Let's start crafting. Here is the full workflow that we will craft. It's super simple. In the description, you will find a link to a free template I created, so you can import it directly to your n8n instance. We start with the webhook node. This allows us to call our workflow as an API from another service. In our webhook node, we chose the post method, and we renamed it to something meaningful like voice generation. Let's try it. We will use Postman, a free tool which is very handy for playing with APIs. We paste the URL of our API, switch the method to post, and add two parameters in the request body: the voice ID and the text we want to transform into audio. We find the voice ID in Elevenlabs in the voice directory. Each voice has its own unique ID that we can easily find. So let's choose one and copy it into our Postman request. In the second parameter, we obviously write the text we want, and we submit our request. Back in n8n, we see that we correctly receive our data. We can now move to our second node, where we will walk Elevenlabs. In the URL, we provide the entry point for the text-to-speech method. At the end of this, we drag and drop the voice ID we received from our previous node. Now let's just take 1 second to talk about the credentials. As explained in the documentation, we could simply pass our API key to the header of our request. But my suggestion is to use the built-in credential system that n8n offers. Because it is powerful and simple, our system will be more maintainable. In n8n, we will navigate to the Credentials tab. We will click on Add Credentials and choose Custom Auth. And then we simply paste our header with our Elevenlabs API key. That's it. We can now use these credentials in our workflow. By choosing a generic credentials type, Custom Auth, and select our Elevenlabs credentials, we add the content type of our request in our header. Don't worry if you don't know what this means. You can just leave it as is. And in the body, we will send some JSON data. We add the text we received from our previous node. Finally, we close the loop with the response to webhook node, which is triggered at the end of our workflow and will return the result. I think that it's time to try it out. Let's run our workflow in Postman. Wait a second or two. Just the time to feel the subtle body movement related to our breathing. And ta-da! Our voice is generated.
My life? How much more of it remains? The night is brief.
This was really easy, wasn't it? Imagine how powerful this can be, combined with other services like ChatGPT and OpenAI. If you are curious about how to integrate AI into your n8n workflow, this video might also be interesting for you.